Which done, they produced the sixth order, directing, in case a parson or vicar of a parish come to be removed by death or by the censors, that the congregation of the parish assemble and depute one or two elders of the ballot, who upon the charge of the parish shall repair unto one of the universities of this nation with a certificate signed by the overseers, and addressed unto the vice-chancellor, which certificate giving notice of the death or removal of the parson or vicar, of the value of the parsonage or vicarage, and of the desire of the congregation to receive a probationer from that university, the vice-chancellor upon the receipt thereof shall call a convocation, and having made choice of a fit person, shall return him in due time unto the parish, where the person so returned shall receive the full fruits of the benefice or vicarage, and do the duty of the parson or vicar for the space of 1 year, as probationer, and the space of 1 year being expired, the congregation of the elders shall put their probationer to the ballot, and if he attain not unto 2 parts in 3 of the suffrage affirmative, he shall take his leave of the parish, and they shall send in like manner for another probationer. But if their probationer attain unto 2 parts in 3 of the suffrage affirmative, he is the pastor of that parish. And the pastor of the parish shall pray with the congregation, preach the word, and administer the sacraments unto the same, according unto the directory to be hereafter appointed by the Parliament. Nevertheless, such as are of gathered congregations, or from time to time shall join with any of them, are in no wise obliged to this way of electing their teachers, or to give their votes in this case, but wholly left unto the liberty of their conscience, and unto that way of worship which they shall choose, being not popish, Jewish, or idolatrous, and to the end that they may be the better protected by the state in the free exercise of the same, they are desired to make choice, in such manner as they best like, of certain magistrates in every one of their congregations, which we could wish might be 4 in each of them, to be auditors in cases of differences or distaste, if any, through variety of opinions that may be grievous or injurious unto them shall fall out. And such auditors or magistrates shall have power to examine the matter, and inform themselves to the end that if they think it of sufficient weight, they may acquaint the Philarch, or introduce it into the council of religion, where all such causes as such magistrates shall introduce shall from time to time be heard and determined according unto such laws as are or shall hereafter be provided by the Parliament for the just defence of the liberty of conscience. This order consisteth of 3 parts. The first, restoring the power of ordination unto the people, which that it originally appertaineth unto them is clear, though not in English, yet in Scripture, where the apostles ordained elders by the holding up of hands in every congregation, that is, by the suffrage of the people, which was also given in some of those cities by the ballot. And though it may be shown that the apostles ordained some by the laying on of hands, it shall not be shown that they did so in every congregation. Excommunication, as not clearly provable out of Scripture, being omitted, the second part of the order implies the establishment, and establisheth a national religion. For there be degrees of knowledge in divine things. True religion is not to be attained unto without searching the Scriptures. The Scriptures cannot be searched by us unless we have them to search. And if we have nothing else, or which is all one, understand nothing else but a translation, we may be, as in the place alleged we have been, beguiled or misled by the translation, while we should be searching the true sense of the Scripture, which cannot be attained unto in a natural way, and in a commonwealth, is not to presume unto that which is supernatural, but by the knowledge of the original and of antiquity, acquired by our own studies, or those of some other. For even faith cometh by hearing. Wherefore a commonwealth not making provision of men from time to time, knowing in the original languages wherein the Scriptures were written, and versed in those antiquities whereunto they so frequently relate, that the true sense of them dependeth in a great part upon that knowledge, can never be secure, that she shall not lose the Scripture, and by consequence her religion, which to preserve she must institute some method of this knowledge, and some use of such as have acquired it, which amounteth unto a national religion. The commonwealth, having thus performed her duty towards God as a rational creature, by the best application of her reason unto Scripture, for the preservation of religion in the purity of the same, yet pretendeth not unto infallibility, but comes in the third part of the order, establishing liberty of conscience, according to the instructions given unto her council of religion, to raise up her hands to heaven for further light, in which proceedings she followeth that, as was shown in the preliminaries of Israel, who, though her national religion were evermore a part of her civil law, gave unto her prophets the upper hand of all her orders. But the surveyors, having now done with the parishes, took their leaves. So, a parish is the first division of land occasioned by the first collection of the people of Oceana, whose function proper unto that place is comprised in the 6 foregoing orders. The next step in the progress of the surveyors was to a meeting of the nearest of them, as their work lay by twenties, where, conferring their lists and computing the deputies contained therein, as the number of them in parishes, being nearest neighbors, amounted unto 100, or as even as might conveniently be brought with that account, they cast them and those parishes into the precinct, which, be the deputies ever since more or fewer, is still called the 100, and unto every one of these precincts they appointed a certain place, being the most convenient town within the same, for the annual rendezvous